Howdy folks, and welcome back to Epic the Musical. Today we're going to be listening to the second saga of Act 2, the Wisdom Saga. We got 5 songs here in this one, just like the Thunder. I'm confusing my names of my sagas here, but the Thunder Saga last time also with 5 songs. So I haven't looked ahead to see if that's kind of a running theme. I was kind of getting used to 4 being kind of the norm, but now here we are, 5 and 5 for Act 2. Maybe that's because there's only 4 sagas in this act, but like I said, to go back to Underworld again, you can do a very, very compelling, thematically cohesive saga with just 3 songs. So I guess we'll see what they're cooking in store for us now. But the Thunder Saga last time, what a kickoff to Act 2. Zeus making his, I guess you would call it a grand return, because we heard him at the very beginning of Act 1. But now with like a full song dedicated pretty much just to him in Thunderbringer last time. And I guess I'll report on this early. I like to talk about what's been stuck in my head ever since the last recording I did, and it's Thunderbringer. It is the melody of that chorus. I'd just be working, I'd be just doing whatever, and just the thunder bring her through the ringer just kept going through my head. Just that little melody was so catchy to me. It just a little bit of an earworm there. I mentioned like I appreciated like the lower register for Zeus, much kind of matching my own vocal register when I sing. Yeah, that's just the melody that's been going, like, looping through my head. Not even the rest of the chorus, but just the thunder bring her through the ringer is kind of that. It's kind of it. Yeah, so reporting on that. Really excited to see where we go from here. Presumably, after the whole rest of Odysseus' crew has been obliterated by Zeus, it seems, at Odysseus' choice, right? Gotta see my wife, man. So I'm real curious to see how Odysseus goes forward from here, what he faces and how he overcomes it now that he essentially has no crew. Unless there are 1 or 2 survivors, I don't know, but it seemed pretty... I think if Zeus says choose yourself or the rest of your crew, he's gonna follow up on his own word and take out the rest of your crew. So let's scooch over here as I pull this up and get ready, as I'm bathed in the whiteness of this first frame of this animatic we're about to watch. As I take this opportunity to thank you for watching me watch this thing, or I guess listen to this thing while watching animatics gracefully provided by these illustrators. Hey, before I plug my own stuff, as always, all the animatics that I watch are linked in the description below. Please go support these artists. They do great work and give me stuff to watch while I listen to this. But on my end of things, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you see when the last couple of these come out. After this, we just have 2 more. I don't know what they're called, but hey, we'll get there when we get there, right? As well as, leave a like on the video, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of this saga, how it ranks for you compared to the others, anything you want to tell me, really. And if you want this or any other epic video or almost anything else I've ever done, uncut, unedited, the next couple early, I think by the time you see this, I'll be done. I'll be done recording epic. But link to the Patreon in the description below if you want to support the channel just a little bit extra and get a little something extra in return. But as always, glad that you're just here watching on YouTube. Now let us get started with the first of the 5 today. This song is titled Legendary. Once you play a little bit of Hearthstone, that word is no longer pronounced the same after. But this animatic is provided to us from GG. Always love GG's animatics. So let us get started with that in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, this looks like Ithaca, but I doubt Odysseus is going to be back, right? I mean, that's... It's just me, myself, and I. Okay. Stuck in my bedroom, living in this world you left behind. Is this before? Dreaming of all these monsters that I'll never get to fight. The Minotaur. I really want to go in that maze. I'm stuck with your stories, but no clue who you are. Oh. No idea if you're dead or just too far. Or is this some kind of an illusion thing that he's stuck in? Give me sirens and a cyclops. Give me giants and a hydra. Yeah, I mean, you say that now. Then when it comes time to actually face those things. I'll fight the harpies and Camavras, the Minotaur, even Cerberus. I'm just a dog, not a Minotaur. But Yeah. Hold on. Just the I know that you know, obviously the animatics aren't like canon as far as what's going on the visuals. I do think it's interesting if this is indeed, because like I said, this could be anything. This could be a flashback, like before the war, anything like that, like his young ambitions and everything. Like, oh, I can't wait to get out and make a name for myself. And now that he's out, he's like, I just want to go home, man. Like, I've definitely been to parties where I'm just like, I can't be around people anymore. I need to get out. But I do think it's funny that he's talking about wanting to battle all of these things. And now that he's lost everything, basically everything that's been with him, with just Penelope to hold on to. Right. But I want to go back to that one thing with the dog, because I know that these animatics add their own, like, you know, what's going on, because with just music, you have to visualize, right? Like the Fantasia thing, except you do have, you know, a story that, you know, is being told, and you know to draw from those things and everything. But hold on, I just want to hear this line one more time. But I wanna be legendary. So that legendary is like was he, I want to know the thought process that Jorge had when he wrote that, right, and performed it. Like, did he, like, why he say it like that? I'm sure I could probably go into the comments here and say, like, OMG, you adding the dog was a perfect touch. But, like, what a wild decision to just, for something that's purely an audio medium, to say legendary like that. It's just a wild choice. So please, if you know any kind of a background for that, or if he was actually thinking of, like, petting a dog while saying that and, like, wanted to convey that through music, let me know, because I'm genuinely really curious about that, because that is an insane creative decision to me. Let's continue. The men who call me small, they keep taking space, and it's not much longer we can stall, because they're getting impatient. Okay, so now this feels like the current thing. So whatever it takes to keep my mom safe. Okay, he's talking about his mom, so she's still alive at this point. But I wanna be legendary. Okay, well, there he said it. I mean, I guess we'll hear it the second time how he says it here. Okay, so he said it normal there. Okay, so now this is current then. Okay, so he just said 12 a couple songs ago, a couple epics ago. Boy. When's your tramp of a mother gonna choose a new husband? Ooh. Oh. Why don't you open her room so we I'm an idiot. Don't you dare call my mother a tramp. I'm an idiot. This whole time. Okay, hold on. Now am I an idiot, or was I just confused? So this is Telemachus. Hold on. Is that Jorge then? Cause no, it's not. Okay, he sounds very similar to Odysseus here, to the point where I was just completely thrown off. Okay, all right. It took me most of a song, but I finally understand what's happening here. Yikes, wow. Okay, I completely fucked this up then. I mean, hey, that's just how it goes, and, you know, when you react, you get one take to get it right, or get it completely wrong, right? I totally thought this was Odysseus, like a flashback to something, and we were kind of cutting back to the present. But now this makes sense, especially because we established the fact that his mother was now dead. She seemed to have been alive when he left for the war. Talking about wanting to keep his mother safe and all that kind of stuff. So forgive me for not realizing that until right now, but all of a sudden it clicked. I thought we did like a time jump ahead, or yeah. Okay. All right. I guess that was it the whole time then. Cause I just, you know, like I said, you get one take to get it right or horribly wrong. And I'm not about to start this over and be like, oh yes, this is Telemachus. I'm not about to re-record the whole intro and then be like, oh yes, I totally understand what's going on, right? Because there you go. Thank you for supporting me through my buffoonery. What you gonna do about it, champ? Somebody tell me
come and give me a sign. If I fight this monster,
Hermes, maybe.
is it you I'll find?
Also, this being the Wisdom Saga. Okay. That's it for this one then. Also, this being the Wisdom Saga, I wonder if we're gonna get Athena back, right? Because wow, I just realized we get 3 GGs in a row. For Legendary Little Wolf, and then the next one, We'll Be Fine, after this. So I'm wondering if this whole saga is going to take place in Ithaca, right? Because like I said, I don't know what else there is for Odysseus before he gets back there, especially if he's by himself. Like, I don't know how, obviously there's a lot that could still happen, right? Like, Poseidon is obviously still really pissed, though he seems to be on Zeus's good side now after the wonderful time that they had together last time. But yeah, I'm just completely thrown for a loop here. And I thought it was odd last time in Legendary how he was talking about the men who are trying to win you over, and I was like, is this as much of a flashback to like before they were married, and even then he was like fighting for her attention, Odysseus was, but no, that was answered as well for it just being Telemachus. So I hope you didn't unsubscribe from my idiocy there, but I get it, and I'm moving forward. And now this title Little Wolf makes sense if they said that Telemachus is on the smaller side of things. So let's listen on and find out what he does to this guy. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go.
Fight, little wolf, fight, wanna entertain me. Bite, little wolf, bite, let's see how you take.
Also, just like his father, he gets the electric guitar when things are getting dangerous, right?
You've made your worst mistake here.
No, you have.
This cruel world doesn't give out presents just for being good.
I wonder if we're gonna get any of Penelope's vocals here too. I think we've heard her once or twice, but it was always either in flashback or an illusion, right? Or a dream. I was gonna say there's a content warning for violence, but that's kind of most of Epic, I feel like. Oh.
Need some help?
There we go, and there's that piano back again. That face. Yeah, interesting. I'm glad I mentioned the Athena thing right before this song.
Uppercut him now.
Yep.
How did I do that? This time now moving slow.
No, I just made your thoughts quick.
Oh, that is so sick.
Me, when I react, except my thoughts didn't seem so quick last time, huh? Welcome back, Athena. I wonder if she's gonna tell him anything about his dad.
Let's teach this dog a lesson in front of all his kind. One young wolf has a larger heart than all these men combined.
Also with the hunting theme with Odysseus last time, him being little. Oh, and I love that. I love that now it's her singing it to like pump him up, whereas there it was everyone taunting him. Fight, little wolf.
Pushed you a bit too hard.
Oh no. Whoops. Not bad for his first fight though.
If she won't choose a man to adorn her, will bring blood and tears.
Yep. It isn't Penelope's thing, like she's like knitting something, knitting a shawl or something like that, and she says when she's done she'll pick a new husband, but at night she like undoes a little bit of what she did. Oh, is that it? Oh yeah, I guess we're cutting straight to the next one here. With We'll Be Fine. So while I get that pulled up, you know, I didn't even talk about, I talked about how dumb I was for not realizing it was Telemachus in the first song. But I haven't really talked about the songs themselves. Aside from the confusion of the first one, like this song is off to a good start. Like I said, I'm really glad to have Athena back. Specifically in the first saga, what was it called? Warrior of the Mind was far and away my favorite song all the way back then in the first Saga, which I say that for you, it's been a couple months, but like I said, I recorded that first one in like June of last year. So for me, it's been a super long time since I've first heard that one. You know, that one more than any other in that first Saga, like really like blew me away as far as what it was. And so I'm really glad to have Athena back. The second Athena song was just okay to me in comparison. But I really like that one, especially like the juxtaposition of all the men like chanting like fight little wolf, and then Athena saying the same thing but as like a pump up as opposed to a taunt. So hey, good start. Now that, like I said, now that I know what we're doing, I'm assuming this is going to be another Telemachus. At this point, I'm assuming this entire saga is going to be in Ithaca, and then we're going to get probably back to Odysseus next time in the rest of his adventure, and then cut back to Ithaca when he returns, and then his finishing things up here is how I'm assuming the rest of this is going to go, unless I get thrown for a loop and after this coming song it's back to Odysseus. But I'm expecting at this point for the rest of this to be Telemachus in Ithaca. So let's get started with We'll Be Fine. This is once again from Gigi, like I said before. So seemingly this trilogy of songs. We do have other people who did the other two. I believe. I didn't actually look ahead, but yes, we have. Ooh, it looks like I'm pretty sure one of these is a brand new channel that I haven't seen yet. So I'm excited for that. But anyway, we're here to watch the We'll Be Fine animatic from Gigi, starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, and it picks up right from there, the last couple seconds of the last song. Cool. You're so badass in the arena, as my dad always said.
I had a friend before and he was a lot like you.
Yep. Dear old dad. You know, a lot of this could have been avoided had he just killed that Cyclops anyway.
And so I thought maybe if I'd made a different call, maybe if I hadn't missed it all, maybe he'd be
nice melody here in the chorus.
fine. Maybe we'd unwind.
Yeah, we weren't fine, but maybe us two will be, right? It's almost like it's guilt from Athena.
It'd be that right. I could sleep at night.
Yeah, it is. Interesting. She's a god. You'd think she would be above this, right?
My time with you has been splendid. The best
That guy
day
sounds
of
like a
my
real
life. I
asshole.
got in a fight and I didn't die. I've never felt strong before. You're my friend, I couldn't ask for more. Baby, it's all gonna turn out great.
I think I would be having a much different reaction if an actual god came to talk to me. It wasn't just like, oh boy, maybe we'll be friends now. I'd just be like, holy shit.
You're a good kid.
Thanks.
Oh, that was cute. Both musically and visually. Wow, that was a short one. I clicked the wrong thing. That was a really short track. Hold on, I gotta get back. I gotta get back to my playlist. I clicked on a whole other thing. Okay. That was, let's see, that was okay. Yeah, the other two are right, a little less than 4 minutes each. This one was about like 2.5. Yeah, 2:15 even. I think this might actually be the shortest song in the whole musical so far. And the next two are no slouches either. The next one looks to be about 4 minutes. The other one is over 5. So you know, those are just the video lengths, and there's always like credits at the end of those. So I'm trying to cut a little time off of them to kind of guesstimate. But I think that might have been the all-time shortest one. Really didn't waste any time. Like I said, the melody of the chorus was good. I really enjoy the singer for Athena. I really like her voice. It's very nice. Also, piano is just a great instrument. So they pair really nicely together. But I do think it's interesting that you'd think that a god would be above like the squabbles of mortals. Like, yes, they would come down from time to time to lend a hand or what have you, because obviously she saw something in Odysseus, right? Like, oh, remember, be a warrior of the mind, right? Like use your wit, be smart about everything, right? And I'll help you in battle and all this stuff. But then like, you'd think like, okay, well, if you don't want to listen to me, then I'm gone. Bye. Sorry, mere mortal. Enjoy the rest of your short life while I chill up here in Mount Olympus. Obviously, Athena is a bit of a different story, being the goddess of wisdom. Probably has different feelings from those like Poseidon and Zeus, right? But it's interesting that she troubled herself so much that she felt so bad about failing Odysseus, even though it was Odysseus's choice to disobey and everything. Maybe she feels some kind of responsibility for just all the heaps of trouble that have stacked upon him since then. But I think it's interesting that she said, like, I'm doing this so I can sleep at night, right? That she cares that much about these affairs of these mortals, right? Even so much as to, they say like father, like son, that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. There's tons of idioms about that, right? How, the sins of the father, all that. Like, I just keep going with them because they keep popping into my head. But how a son is almost destined, fated. And I know fate is a big thing in Greek mythology, but that a son is destined to be just like their father, right? So that she would try again with the son. It makes sense, but it also feels like there's got to be some kind of risk there, right? Because if Odysseus ended up disobeying her, or maybe it's the cycle that she's not even really realizing, that she's like, oh, well, surely this one will be different when, and I'm not even saying that Telemachus will disobey her and disappoint her, but it's certainly possible, right? I think that would be an interesting wrinkle to the arc. Like, oh, you are just like your father. Well, fuck this then. I'm out. But hey, I guess we'll see. But anyway, that is enough analysis there on the themes of that one. I'm pulling up the next one. If it will load, this song is titled Love in Paradise. And this is from Duvet Box, which is, like I said, a new one. I do not believe I've had any of their animatics here, so always glad to see a new art style. And before I begin here, on this first frame, content warning, flashing lights and allusions to suicide. So just keep that in mind. But let's get started with this. Starting up Love in Paradise. I said that already. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go.
Old friend, it's been 10 years since I last saw you.
Remember me.
Okay.
I am the infamous.
So here we do get some Odysseus here. Interesting.
See where you've been. Your friends once again, it's closer.
Ruthlessness is mercy upon us.
On the wrong move and you're done for.
Yeah. And here's, like I said, Athena's like, oh God, things are fucked up beyond belief here with him.
Odysseus.
So I guess we are going to find out more about her this time then. And him, it seems. Oh, that's a shot.
You've been resting for a while. I swore that you were dead when you washed up on my aisle. Did you know you talk in your sleep?
Hey, I do that too.
Who's Penelope?
She's my wife.
Forget about her.
Anyways, I thought all you could want here, all you could need here.
That was an incredible pause, by the way.
Soon into bed we'll climb and spend our time.
I'm not your
I'm what you want
man.
here, I'm what you
I'm just a man. I'm not your man.
now till the end of time. From here on out, you're mine. Oh,
Yeah, no, I could kill you where you stand.
You won't, though.
oh, handsome, you may try, but last I checked, goddesses can't die.
Oh, who's this one?
You're adorable. Bow down now to the immortal Calypso.
Calypso. Okay. What's interesting is I think I got a comment on one of these. I've been a little wary to read some of the comments, just in terms of spoilers or like honestly, like, if this video earlier was any indication, part of me feels like sometimes I'm not doing a great job. Because these are so different. I'm trying to really just focus on the music, but at the same time, I'm also watching this has been so much different from all the other reaction stuff I've done. So part of me is like nervous I'm doing a bad job and I think everyone's going to hate these videos. But I keep doing them anyway, don't I, folks? one of the comments I think I remember seeing is I was talking about in the Circe saga. I was saying like, yeah, so, oh, this is where I think, they get turned into pigs and he's here for like 10 years or something. There's a comment that said like, nope, that's a different part of the story where he's stuck on an island for 10 years. So, and like I was saying, and now this makes sense that Athena's looking back like, where have you been, Odysseus? Where I had said, I think last time they said 12 years, right? But in the first song here, he said it's been 20 years. I said, whoa, where'd that other 8 years go? Right here with Calypso, it seems. So, interesting way to kind of fill in the gaps, right? We get Athena going to Telemachus, and now we're getting the flashback of why she went to Telemachus. Because let me look at where Odysseus has been. Oh, no. So let's continue here and figure out how Odysseus falls under her spell.
I don't belong here, there's something wrong here. I won't be drawn to love in paradise.
You're mine, all mine.
And what's interesting here is this comes right after. Yeah. I think it's interesting that this comes right on the tail of him sacrificing the rest of his men.
Odie, get away from the ledge.
Oh, wow.
You don't know what I've sacrificed. Every comrade I long knew.
Yeah.
Every friend I saw them
And
die.
he still hears their screams. Another nice callback to the underworld.
All I hear are screams. Just let
So does Athena interfere here then? Yet she can't bring herself to my open arms. Yeah. And once again, it reminds him of everyone he's lost, right? Yeah. Said a different woman's name, huh?
He needs my help.
Yeah, he does. Oh, that slowing clock at the end was cool as hell. I liked that one. Yeah, really interesting storytelling in this saga. And yeah, there we go. I filled in all the blanks, and turns out it was right. And once again, I'm talking about the meddling in the affairs of mortals with gods. Because if Calypso is indeed, what is Calypso? Calypso is a nymph. Okay. Lived on the island of Ogygia. I don't think I got that right. Apparently, also my pronunciations are bad. Everyone loves to tell me that too. Okay. Okay, so she's a nymph. Okay. So not like one of the major gods, I would say. Not the god of blank, from what I can tell. She might be. I don't know. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So Athena, in the last song I was talking about how it's crazy how she's the affairs of men are having such a toll on her, right? Yet here is, another god. She introduced herself as a god or a goddess, right? And now here she is like, oh, I found a mortal. He's mine. And it's just like, once again, like, you could probably do so much more. I mean, I also understand, like, if you're on this island by yourself, then pretty much anyone who shows up, you're going to be like, you're mine now because I need somebody. And that, I guess, makes sense. Yeah, I'm talking myself out of it the longer I go. It makes a little bit more sense for Calypso than Athena, because Athena can obviously come and go as she pleases. But yeah, let us get to this last one here. This is, I think I've had an animatic from this channel. This is Neil Illustrator presenting this animatic for God Games. So let's get started to see how this saga ends in 3, 2, 1, go.
Father, God King, rarely do I ask for favors. Now I'm knocking on your door with hope.
Interesting, we get Zeus again too.
With one who's a prisoner far from home.
And you know him too.
Odysseus.
You are playing with thunder.
Yeah. Not fire. Welcome back,
Why not
Zeus.
Make it a game.
A god
Convince
game.
Each of them that he ought to be released, and I'll release him.
Who's them?
Apollo,
Oh.
Hephaestus,
Wow, lots of gods then. Wow.
Aphrodite,
Oh, hi. Welcome to the musical.
Hera, or me.
You all know I'm a fan of catchy songs. So with so many sirens gone, I think God is in the wrong.
They were trying to do him worse.
Yeah, and I love that this is like, all we're hearing is like the words and stuff, yet it's portrayed as like a battle here.
Release him.
All right, one down. Hephaestus is like, oh, I don't really care. I'm busy.
Fine, release him.
That was easy.
You're a little high and mighty.
Her design is wild, by the way. How safe is this gonna be? I mean, obviously this is on YouTube, but
Please reconsider this.
Really, Athena? These old tricks?
oh, interesting.
Freeze!
Wow, the two of them together.
What kind of sick coward holds back his power while his friends get devoured? He didn't even fight Scylla, didn't even try to kill her.
Great voice for Ares. I love it.
Hold your tongue now. Here's some
Ooh.
my friend. And tell your lover that a broken heart can mend. You want more bloodshed, then set him free. To get back to his homestead, he'll make everybody bleed.
Nice. Fine.
Release him.
Got him. So who's left? Zeus? Oh, Hera.
So
Ooh. Little flare on her.
many tales, give me one good reason why you should be famous.
Nah, Hera's my favorite one here.
He's pretty skilled with words.
You can do better than that.
He's kind of funny.
Never once has he cheated on his wife.
Dang.
Release him.
All right, now just Zeus, right?
I played your game and won. Release him.
You dare to defy me?
This animatic's great too, by the way.
No one wins my game.
Wow, and he's pissed sounding it here. So much grit in the voice compared to when we heard it last. Fine. Release him. Oh, is she gonna get a little help from the gods too? No, it was Warrior of the Mind, just thinking of him, like that you'll do anything for him. Oh, that's awesome. This is my favorite one of the saga. And once again, in the animatic, I love all the action going on while it's just this musical break. This is great. Now, I do like that within her, we saw like the one blue eye and the one yellow eye, like showing her father's side, right?
Please let him go.
And it ends in an embrace. Ah, that one was awesome. And I think it's interesting. So hold on, I need to go back and check. Was that? Yeah, so that was the same artist who did the Thunderbringer animatic. Yeah, that one was great. I loved that one. Folks, I think this might be my worst of the epic videos. Hey, if you made it this far, just please give me some reassurances that I'm still doing okay. You know, that we will be fine, to quote another song from earlier. But that one in particular, that one was sick. I really liked that one. I really like, you know, I keep talking about that I'm always happy whenever I see a GG animatic here, but these Neil Illustrator ones are really good too. They're all great. I haven't seen an animatic that I thought was bad, probably because I just can't draw. So when I see anyone who can, I'm like, ooh, they're so good. Those two especially, the Thunderbringer last time and the God Games this time, were both incredible. And then the song itself was really good too. And I mentioned I like how when we heard the Thunderbringer, it was like a really clean sung line. Thunderbringer. Whereas here it was like, thunder, bring her. There was a lot of grit to it at that point, a lot of distortion on the voice coming from the throat. So I love that, like, you know, reusing that melody. And yes, I know every time there's another melody, I do the Leonardo DiCaprio point at the screen and be like, oh, that's a reference to this other song. And what it means and when it gets brought up there. But I especially love just like how you can even take the same character singing the same line and just in their vocal delivery give such a different performance in those two different songs. So incredible ending to this one. And I was gonna say, it's almost a little disappointing that we didn't get like an actual resolution of him actually being released. But at the same time, we know from last time that Zeus can and will uphold his word and is all powerful to do so. So I don't even think we need it. Like, I would be fine with next time we just pick back up with Odysseus and he's like on the sea again on his way home. So I don't know. I could be wrong. We could get the conclusion to the Calypso thing next time. But I do really like that how this whole saga was basically centered around when we didn't realize it. And even if you knew it was Telemachus at the beginning, we still didn't realize at the very beginning of the saga why we were getting there. And it was all centered around this one event. Athena realizing what Odysseus has been going through and everything both before, you know, what we saw, how Odysseus was ending up, and then after, both the gods themselves and what she had to do to get there and going to Telemachus afterwards is kind of all encompassed within that. What didn't immediately feel like good cohesion ended up being really solid cohesion for this entire saga. Do I think they could have combined the second and third song? Maybe. They both felt kind of short, and I know that they haven't shied away from introducing different melodies and motifs within the same song. So I almost would rather have seen them pull those two together almost, rather than having two really short ones have one like really good length song. But that's just me. That's just my preferences. I'm a sucker for the longer songs. My favorite song of all time is, well, not at this point. I wouldn't consider it my favorite song, but one of my favorite songs of all time is like 23 minutes long. Supper's Ready by Genesis. Really good song. But I love like the longer epics, as it were. No pun intended. But yeah, I think that's all I got today. 2 sagas to go. Hopefully I do a better job next time at figuring out what's going wrong. Once again, my bad. Thanks for sticking with me through this. And hey, don't forget on the way out to leave a like on this video. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know. Please don't make fun of me. That's all I care about. You can say anything in the comments. Just please don't make fun of me. And I'll catch you next time with the next the next saga from Epic the Musical. Take it easy, everybody.